Hello and welcome to the Tech Geek Podcast, folks. I'm your host Sukriti Adivanshi, and today I'm here with a conversation on original equipment manufacturers and its importance in the digital era. Original equipment manufacturers, or OEMs, have become a pivotal part of every business in the digital era. They save time and money by enabling an enterprise to focus on its core business instead of having to develop each system for generating business. Also, OEMs help companies reduce costs and provide a good return on investments. By creating a multi vendor environment, it becomes easier for companies to keep a check on their completion and target audience to provide better services. And to facilitate the conversation, I have with me Neeraj Sharma, Vice President from Globale Media. With the boom in the technological sector and ever growing need of marketing strategies, Global Media aims to be on the go for firm for every sector. They focus on mobile user acquisition and focus on optimizing content for ads. They also focus on organic user acquisition by providing them a seamless experience on the application. So, Neeraj, I am so happy to have you here. Welcome to the show and thank you for joining us.
Hi, Sukriti, and thank you for having me on the show.
So, Neeraj, we'll quickly jump to the questions, and I am so keen to know what OEMs are and how it's actually innovating the entire, the technology sector, how it's aiding the, manufacturing sector altogether. So, tell me, what exactly are OEMs and why they have become a, a very important part of the technology sector in the recent times?
All right. For our listeners, I would like to simplify the term OEM into original equipment manufacturers. When we say OEMs, that means that the companies who are manufacturing the devices or the phones in their own factories. Okay. Uh, OEMs are actually, Sukriti, for us is a personalized device. The phone that you and me are carrying is capable of, covering up multiple touch points on us as a user, from our interface perspective. And these devices are actually very, very critical, for the app economy or for the overall, mobile economy. I'll say that the boom that we have seen in smartphone penetration in the market in the country. So I think from that standpoint, OEMs have been very, very relevant, very, very important. Another factor for OEMs, why they have become such a important factor into the industry, because they have so much of deep data insights. They have so much of information in terms of our app usage or time spent over the device. So that makes them lot more informative as a platform, and leading us from a marketer standpoint, that where all at what touch points we can reach out to our audience.
All right. And what is aprographic targeting and how does it help businesses gain interest from the people?
So apographic targeting, it's actually app interest based technology that's basically help the app custodians, or the app developers, to promote or offer, or kind of market their apps to the users based on their interest. In terms of let's say if you or me have any of the e-commerce apps on our phone, or any of the streaming app on our phones, so that that covers up certain segments. When we touch base on apographic targeting, that is covering up or close to 200 such touch points, 200 segments, based on the interest, based on the audience insights on such categories and the ownership of these apps.
What is apographic targeting and how does it help businesses gain interest from the people, Neeraj?
So apographic targeting is app based interest technology. When I say app based interest technology, in the segment that what kind of apps that us as a user are already carrying on our on our device, on our phone. So that defines us as a audience or as a user segment basis the verticals, basis the categories. Let's say if we have a e-commerce app on our phone, or if we have a streaming app on our phone. So apographic targeting actually touches upon close to 200 apographic segments based on such interest level or based on such audience insights on the basis of the categories or on the basis of app ownership that we have. And these touch points are actually unique in nature. The way it has become relevant for the marketers is because with these segments, with these touch points, it makes easier for the marketers, for the app marketers, for the app developers to promote their app to the users, and those users are more likely to install the app as well. And the overall quality, the loyalty of the users, the engagement of the users will be much higher.
All right. So we've spoken about what OEMs are and what is the apographic targeting, Neeraj. Help me understand what are the benefits of adopting OEMs and what is the future?
So benefits will always talk about, will always have a correlation with the data security. All these OEMs, they are actually, enabling all the marketers, or I will rather say the mobile marketers, to scale their business, and scale their business not just from a growth standpoint, but actually reaching out to those untapped audience or those new customers, new users, from a growth plan side of it. Another factor, obviously when you're a marketer, so you do look at the cost factor coming into place. So OEMs are actually offering a high user acquisition at a very lower cost. This helps actually to reach your acquisition goals, acquisition targets with a very cost effective or a better ROAS, which is spends, that actually you will be mapping up at.
Okay. And what does your platform offer and how is it beneficial to your clients?
So, Global Media, we are a performance marketing company, I'll say, rather than just a platform. We have been into the business from a mobile marketing perspective only, and the benefit actually that our clients are getting is with respect to two, and wherein we are actually addressing the pain points that the clients have actually faced in the past. The two pain points are, one which is related to transparency. So we are offering our solutions in a very transparent manner, which be it OEMs or be it any other solution, that's very transparent to our advertisers, our partners, our clients. And another factor is because we understand the performance dynamics that the marketer or the advertiser will be deep diving upon beyond acquiring a user. So from that side of it, our USP or benefit of a client working with us is that we have a like-minded thought process on how a marketer is buying the inventory or the source or the solutions.
And tell me, Neeraj, how does app integration work and how exactly it is beneficial for businesses?
So app integration is actually, to give you a context of it, app integration is more, I'll say it's a flip side. Flip sides, I mean to say, there is a, you are operating as an advertiser wherein you are promoting your app. And on the other side of it, you would want to monetize your user base. So flip side is the app integration. That's how I'll put it across for our listeners here. How does app integration work? App integration works in the manner that you figure out certain technology platforms, you figure out certain technology partners who could facilitate the monetization of the users for your business, which eventually become a indirect revenue stream to give a push to the business. Now on this, obviously the the giants of the industry, which we have been, from whom we have been actually using the services day in day out. Some of them are actually social platforms, one of the largest social platforms in the world actually. So they are also one of the monetization partner, right? Who have the user level data, and accordingly they are kind of monetizing your user base and eventually making you uh, make the revenue on that user base. And that's how the benefit is. The the other factor that comes into picture, that you are not sharing, with the current set of privacy guidelines we all have seen and that has come across. So you are not actually sharing any kind of a user level data. Without sharing that, if you're able to make a run of revenue for your business, then nothing like it.
Wonderful. Tell me, in the distant future, how dependent will businesses be on artificial intelligence?
Again, very great concept and a good question. From a futuristic point of view, if you see AI, which is artificial intelligence, it is making the life easier for the mobile marketers. I'll say all across, but when we are talking about mobile marketing, so it is making the life easier. How? In terms of, when you are crafting out the messaging, the brand messaging or the marketing messaging to your users, to your audience. So you can be more targeted, you can be more personalized, you can give special offers, you can spot the behavior trends or the patterns of your consumers. That is one way of doing it, right? Another way of doing it is that, with all, again, like I said, that data has been the key now. So data and customer profiles or audience profiles are the two ingredients for any AI tool to best communicate with their audience, right? So that you can define a tailored messaging at the very right time without any intervention. Just imagine that, just before your lunch, or 1 hour before your lunch, you will get a messaging from one of the food delivery apps, okay, that hey, it's time to order your lunch. So that's how, the AI is coming into effect. Or maybe a clothing brand offering a virtual trial kind of a model, right, which has been put into perspective already for certain brands. So they are giving a personalized experience. They are giving you a personalized messaging with your interest, with your specific offers, basis your demographics. So AI is making that job a lot easier for the marketers.
Thank you so much, Neeraj. I think that was a fantastic conversation. Thank you for filling us in with the usage and importance of original equipment manufacturers, aka OEMs.
Thank you, Sukriti. I think from a future standpoint, definitely I think OEMs, or the terminologies like apographic targeting or AI, means we are looking forward to offer certain futuristic solutions to our set of advertisers or partners also. And I think it is going to give a overall positive effect to the economy.
Thank you, Neeraj. I think that remark that you've given us, the closing note, is really helpful. Audience, thank you for joining us. Stay tuned to Techie for all the tech updates and happenings. It's a wrap from us. This is your host signing off.